Hey everyone, I'm Louie, this is Drew, and we are on staff with Base Ministry. And some of you may know that we run sports camps during the summer. We write and develop the curriculum called High Power, and there's a couple ways that people use that. One, they bring in a team from us, or they receive training from us, or they just use the curriculum to be able to run sports camp on their own. And this summer felt like 2 years in the making.
True.
And it was only something that we can explain by saying God was all in it and over it. What did the summer look like, Drew?
The summer, like you said, 2 years in the making. We weren't sure exactly how things were going to look after coming out of COVID and still being in COVID. And so it was absolutely amazing to see God work and move in the midst of everything. One of the amazing things that we're able to do is we had 15 volunteers and coaches that worked with us during the summer to work alongside of churches. So they'd actually go to the church, help train, and run sports camp right alongside the church. So it was absolutely incredible for those 15 people to be able to go and do that this year, where last year we weren't able to. But this year, through God's blessing, we were able to do that.
And you might be wondering, what are all these Post-it notes behind us? A really big part of Base Ministry is we think that it is invaluable to debrief everything. And so we're actually at our staff retreat right now in Washington State. And a part of what we do is we have our staff write down the highs, the lows, the challenges, the celebrations, and line them out throughout the year. And so we can see what God did, where He's brought us, and so we can remember. And it was a huge piece to what this year looked like. One of the big things that we get to do as a ministry is partner with churches. And a lot of people think that you're a sports camp ministry. No, we are a training organization. And what that looks like is we can see it in individual churches as we partner with them throughout the summer. Seeing a teenager, 15, 16-year-old Josiah, not being very confident in front of people. But then seeing him plugged into ministry at his church, plugged into sports camp that week. And he was the most confident 16-year-old I've ever witnessed in ministry. And all that because of the training that happened, the experience given, and the opportunity to serve. And I think that's one of the huge things about our ministry is that we want to see young people serving in the church. And that happened.
And not only, Josiah is a perfect example. We had over 660 volunteers at all these sports camps throughout the summer.
Right. So now 16 churches have an opportunity to reach out, develop, and follow up with over 1,300 kids, many of them coming to know Jesus. And the leaders that were trained and partnered in ministry, they get the opportunity and the responsibility to disciple and follow up with these kids.